subsidiary of Hemp Inc. in Las Vegas, Nevada. We own and will soon be operating in the first quarter of next year the largest natural fiber decortication facility in the United States. The machine that we have, there are only 5 in the world of this size and scope. We've got the one just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, in Spring Hope. There are 2 in France and 2 in South Africa of this size. The unit we have will process around 40 million pounds per year of industrial hemp. As of at 11:59 p.m. on October 30th of this year, industrial hemp became legal in North Carolina. We've spent the majority of this year, from about May until now, reassembling this machine. We purchased it in August of a year ago. August, we purchased it. The permitting process was done this May, and we've been assembling it as fast as we can go. The line is about 300 feet long, 23 feet tall. It's a monster. It's really big. Our facility is 70,000 square feet. We're going to start processing a natural fiber crop called canaf until we start growing industrial hemp in the state of North Carolina. We've got a lot of work to do. Although the bill passed on October, it became law October 30th. In North Carolina, we still have to set up a commission to regulate industrial hemp. We've got to determine how we're going to bring seed into the state, what all that's going to entail, the permitting process. There's a lot to it. We're optimistic that we can have seed in the ground come April of next year. Until that does happen, more than likely we'll process canaf throughout next year, and then beginning in 2017, once we convert the line from canaf to industrial hemp, we won't go back. The products that we'll be manufacturing initially, once the hemp stock is decorticated, the fiber, we're pretty well sold out of the fiber. We've got customers in the automotive industry that want it. We've got a lot of folks in the textile industry that want the natural fiber, the hemp fiber, for clothing, shirts, jeans. We've got companies want to make flags out of it, shoes. The list goes on and on. So that takes care of the fiber once it's been decorticated. Then the inner part of the stock, the hurd, we will be manufacturing products for the gas and oil drilling industry, as well as products to clean up chemical and oil spills. If you look at the hemp herd or canaf herd, the U.S. Navy did a study in 1999, and they concluded that the core of the canaf plant was the most absorbent natural material on Earth. It'll absorb 30 times more than clay. Canaf and industrial hemp, they're cousins. The main difference being is that the canaf plant contains 0 THC, where industrial hemp is by definition less than 0.3% THC. We used this product during the Deepwater Horizon disaster some years back in the Gulf. We were down there with these products, not the LCMs. The LCMs, the lost circulation materials, are used to drill for gas and oil. The absorbent products, it's a much coarser ground product, but it's used to absorb oil spills as well as chemical spills. We made absorbent booms out of them to clean the oil up off the water. We used some of it to clean up the animals that had come in contact with the crude oil down there. A lot of the birds. We took a substantial amount of material out to a pelican rookery down there. And after just a couple of days, it was incredible. We had this huge pile of herd, and these birds were coming in and wallowing around in this material that they knew that it would get the crude oil off of them. It was fascinating to see. So these are the types of products that we'll be manufacturing initially once the plant is operational in the first quarter of next year. Initially, we plan to, but by the end of 16, I think we'll probably employ 100 employees just in the factory. That's not in the farming community. And a year after that, we should be up to 200 employees. Spring Hope is about 20 minutes east of Raleigh. We're out in the middle of a farming community. We'll partner with farmers all over the state of North Carolina to purchase their hemp crop, and we'll process it in our facility. The money maker in North Carolina the last 2 decades at least has been tobacco. And the tobacco farmers every year, their quota is being reduced more and more. They can't make money on corn, soybeans. The 2 crops in North Carolina that have been good to the farmers are sweet potatoes and tobacco. And as the tobacco companies continue to reduce the quota of the farmers in the Carolinas, the tobacco crops are being moved offshore. I've been told by the tobacco, a couple of guys I know in the tobacco industry have told me that for every pack of cigarettes they sell in America, the United States, they sell 4 packs in Asia. And that's what the tobacco farmers are seeing back there. Every year, their quotas are being reduced more and more, and that production is shifting to Asia. So the tobacco farmers in North Carolina, as well as Kentucky, South Carolina, Tennessee, they're looking for alternative crops, and nothing looks more promising than industrial hemp. So we're really excited to be part of this, and the farmers, at least in North Carolina, are very, very excited. We come out to Colorado. We've been averaging about once a month out here this year to work with the farmers here in Colorado and help them as well as this industry continues to evolve. We're working on a very small decortication system, something that for the farmer that's growing 20, 30, 40 acres, that'll give them the ability to decorticate the hemp stalks at their own farm. And once that happens, it makes it logistically feasible for us to purchase that material from them to, further their income off the crop after they've harvested the seed, the bud, and they just got the stalk remaining. So I really thought we could have that here in Colorado this summer, and it didn't happen. We're working as hard as we can on that segment of our business, and we're getting a lot closer. We ran it Friday before we come out here, and I've got a little more work to do, but I really hope by the late spring, early summer, we can have some of those machines out here for the farmers that are growing, 20, 30, 40, 50 acres. It'll help them maximize the value of the industrial hemp crop as well. Appreciate being here today.
Is that trailer mounted, truck mounted?
Actually, you can pull with a pickup truck, a tractor. It's got a hitch on it with a 2-inch ball, so it can easily be transported from one field to the next. These things are very inexpensive. The machine that we have in North Carolina that will process 40 million pounds a year, this isn't, it's not like that. This is small. It's to process 20, 30, 40 acres. And again, the line that we have would cost you $20 million today. This thing is in we're hoping to keep it under 20,000. So it's affordable. And like I say, we're anxious to get those things out here. Yes?
David, good to see you again. How much acreage would need to be grown in North Carolina to keep your machine busy all year?
Well, I guess that
Not pounds, but acres.
acres. I personally don't have a lot of experience growing industrial hemp. I know how to plant it, I know how to harvest it, I know how to bale it. The yields are a little different. We've been playing around with different cultivars of canaf seed for 20 years, I have. Right now, I've got a seed now that yields me about 14,000 pounds per acre. Now, the industrial hemp farmers I'm talking to up here, I'm seeing numbers that go from, 3,000 to 8,000 pounds per acre. So if depending on where that really is, 40 million pounds, if we only do, if we did 10,000 pounds an acre, obviously I need 4,000 acres. I don't think the yield's going to be that high. I think it's going to be closer to the 6,000 pounds. Once the seed is harvested, the bud's gone, and we've just got the stock there, and we're at, 4,000 or 5,000 pounds, obviously it's going to take a good bit to, because I got to have at least 40 million pounds to, keep us running.